Hail Mary of an arrow, just hoping that somehow Chen doesn't dodge it.
They're still going here.
All right. A decay onto 2, but importantly, Sheep that's going to be able to hold Killer into place. They should be able to bring him down with the last right click from Han, and the puck is able to secure first blood. Already in a matchup that should be pretty favored here for the puck. So,
matchup. It's always something that Monkey King will enjoy. You do have the really annoying chain lightning spell now on Killa, so there's some counterplay, but doesn't really have the mana sustain to keep that pumped out.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to go...
Oh, wow.
I was not expecting them to get that little bit of damage to bring him down. Okay. The goddamn chain lightning. Yeah, I wonder if Killer goes Arcane Boots before the Midas, because he has this neutral, I guess, this neutral creep to play with.
I wouldn't mind it. I think you're going to meet your Midas timing anyway, but if you do want to work this lane back, the arch is so important, although.
Oh no, John. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess maybe the nice thing for Supernova is that we did just see some of the supports rotate mid to try and secure the power rune for Han. So the puck's got an arcane rune now with the coil. He might be able to get a kill onto Aaron as well. Out of leap charges, it looks like is the Mirana. So yeah, Han's going to be able to hit the board. Second kill of the game here for the puck. So at least the puck's off to a pretty good start. Even net worth with regards to the Storm's Fruit. He's going to look to try and continue to use that arcane rune top lane. Trying to play with Dong's Monkey King for the moment. They've still got the coil to utilize. And as a result, Han should be able to get an easy kill. So, I mean, this is that one big silver lining for Supernova is that your mid lane is off to a phenomenal start.
It's a little bit slow for the Battle Fury, but something like an Echo Staver still makes sense here if you want to play aggressive. Early Tombstone drop to secure the regen.
Might not even be able to secure it for the puck. Han was playing over on the right side, and Runfood now has a Static Storm if they want to drop it on Sheep. It wouldn't even require it though, so an easy kill for them to find, and it means you don't get the bottle refill onto the puck. Now top lane, Small KK. He's making an attempt. The Vortex tries to set up for the arrow. It's a little bit too far away. Now Han, he's going to be able to rotate as well. They're going to be lacking the damage though just with the puck, so they won't be able to get a turn potential. In fact, Han, he might be in trouble. A big kill if they're going to be able to find it. A bit of a streak that he's playing with early on, and Small KK rewarded with that kill. 350 gold injected into the bank. Small KK, he's actually going to look to try and start. Down the stroke will connect. Han, he's going to be able to close the distance as well. They're going to be perfect with their damage. Small KK, he'll avoid a lot of it. He doesn't have much mana left, nor a TP as well, so looks like in the end, the Storm Spirit will still go down, but Radiant, they want to respond. Ranfu, a Static Storm, it's just onto the Undying. Not the most valuable target to silence. In fact, it's not going to be for a long duration as well, as this could be the fight that Nova are looking for. Unfair. What's the play going to be? A rage into the TP out. Will it cover the full duration? It doesn't. Dong cancels it at the last second with the Boundless Strike to get the kill. Now they're pouncing for more. As Dong's trying to close...
Snap. Like, that's a really long run they had to take to find those kills, but they find them in the end. And inside of Poke have to still respect how much power Supernova has with tempo, although they find Chen. Oh, he got stomped by the Ogre. No
way.
Surely
that doesn't make him get... Oh,
that is so sad, dude. The Ogre Bruiser of all things. Like,
oh, and look at him. Oh, he doesn't got from them.
And they've just got to group up and get aggressive now. You've got the blink on Han. Sheep inching towards his own blink slowly but surely here as well. They can shine in these fights, and it's Poke that need more time to build up, although they catch Dong.
They're going to start with the Static Storm though for Ranfu. So they're going to be able to turn it back around. Dong tries to lay down the command, but no one else is nearby to hold them into place. They'll just turn the Chola instead. Lonfair's not getting a lot of health back. Really a little bit cautious. Oh, he jumped out before the Static Storm connected. So they're going to be forced to do it, but the Glimpse sends him away. Oh no, a messy use of the spells for Poke, and the Storm's in trouble. They got the toss combo to break the coil. Puck jaunts over to the high ground. Lonfair's going to try and TP out. Will it be in time? Looks like it will be, but nonetheless, a disastrous fight for Poke once again, back to back to back. It's all Supernova.
On the side of Poke, gonna have to sit and wait for that one to be back up. Supernova doing a good job of just clearing out the map right now. They're just farming up themselves. They're getting aggressive.
Oh, Static Storm laid down onto the park.
Oh, that's a big one.
Sheep. He's trying to get him to toss away, but won't be able to find an angle. And now the Doom's going to be used in the park as well, as finally Poke able to catch a break and have a team fight that goes their way. They might even be able to get Shola as well, as Small KK got a little bit of remaining mana to close the distance. So, I mean, that's that thing about the tying into the Disruptor. They used to be a long time ago. You could Doom now, and Han is starting to move on over. It might be the first point of contact, or Small KK. It's going to come down to who gets the vision. Sides on and Knife's Edge, looking to try and play around for the power room, but it's a long zip in onto the park for the Orchid. The damage, it should come through fast enough. Flonfair, he's able to provide it with an ease, and now Shola, he's going to be the next target as well. Nova, they feel like they can take the team fight. Don't going to try and make the attempt with the Wukong's command. They'll toss in Aaron, but really, that's the Marauder you're looking to try and bring down instead of some of the other cores, and they're going to be enabled to dive deep behind the tier 1 tower as Poke knows there is nothing to hold them down into place. This Killer will give the vision to glimpse back Chen, a 4-for-1 in the end, and Aaron, he'll take that death any day of the week as long as his boys are able to come out on top.
Kind of all in and just being the first to initiate, and Nova is just giving these opportunities now to Poke. Again, they've been standing back a little bit more. They've been waiting for item timings. They've just been working their farm, playing it safe. But that makes Poke realize we can play fast.
The jump in, both sides going to look to find the angle simultaneously, but Renfu gets the Static Storm onto the park. That's illegal. He shouldn't be able to do so. But with the control, can they chase him down though? It's a pretty good Wukong's command. In fact, it's going to be enough to keep Han alive. Run through that blink, catching them off guard, but it's not going to matter in the end. So a 1-for-1.
He's foil. They'll try again though. Even with a BKB down, a fresh BKB on Small KK, that's a big reveal here.
Renfu wants to try and drop some vision. They're going to be able to get the initiation onto Small KK. It's a lot of the control inside the fights, but meanwhile, Killer, he finds the Monkey King. He's going to be protected with the BKB at the moment, but it doesn't matter. At least if you muted this target, there's going to be no Wukong command. As soon as the BKB expires, they'll turn their attention to bring down the carry on Supernova. As Poke once again, if they're the ones getting the initiation, it seems like Supernova have no hope in these fights.
It doesn't feel like Poke is going to give them that time with how ahead they know they are.
At least the scan from Supernova will be on the mark, so the Small KK doesn't even care. Just an early zip towards the backline. Chen, he's going to get glimpse back as well. Oh, another kill for them to add to the tally, and Puck just narrowly escapes. So 2 members going down, a free tier 2 tower. They might poke the high ground. They might just zip in. What's going to stop them? Small KK sheep. Beautifully done, trying to disrupt the damage, but the arrow connects from afar, and they're going to call it. Han is out, another early GG, and Poke, I mean, what a way. We saw a couple of team fights not going their way around the 15 to 20 minute mark, but just as soon as they found their...
I love you. I think you're great. You're disgusting.
Look at the wraparound. All right,
yes,
this is...
Kill him!
Get the Tinker! Kill him!
Kill him!
Get him out! They should be able to hunt. No, one for. No! What's going on? Alright, one for. Screw Tinker. Sheep's probably gonna die as well. Killer. Another round of the gush and another kill for the boys on Poke. Good start. Aaron yoink.
Double.
Wait, what?
Wait, not for? No.
What? He yoinked him.
He went full
with the
edgy.
Shadow Walk. Oh.
So even if those kills are massive, like this is a Rubik with the early farm, that's probably not what you wanted here. So it's nice for Poke. I don't know if it's really what you want, but Aaron?
Got stick charges. Chola's got stick charges as well. Who's got the better stats? They might both die. Okay. He's got 3 kills. Wait, don't die too early. Don't die too early. Okay, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, anyway. So, all right. One thing I do want to say is the fact, well, Killer might go down. Dong's a Grand Hammer coming very shortly on the outward Devourer. So if you get a kill into the Tinker, it's going to be a lot of damage into the tier 1. Small KK, he's even got an Arcane Rune as well to play with. So, got to be cautious. And there we go. There's Han. Caught out of position for a single time. And as a result, he should be penalized accordingly. They'll get a return kill, but it's not going to matter. You're slowing down the Tinker's game, and that's all you need on Poke.
This is all off the movement of...
They can slow down the Tinker from being able to claim this stack.
Yeah, it's not going to feel great for good old Han. I think the one thing is, you could also probably just run up with small KK if he has room and just meet your hammer.
Bottom lane.
And just be happy. Oh.
I'm going to see the first rotation out of Han. A much needed kill. I mean, Tidehunter was more than happy to be able to solo 1v1 versus Dong, so Han's going to be able to get involved as well to get some much needed gold and experience.
Yep. That's something that they needed off the map. And so, good way to kind of come back in here. For Nova, they get the D ward as well on their ancient side.
Ooh.
And they actually find a pickoff.
Should be able to turn it. Oh, Meteor's actually still on cooldown for small KK. So it's not going to be that...
Stacks down for Han, so some good gold. The Blink's going to be up and running sooner rather than later. I wouldn't mind something like the Ags. I think just having the Janata bouncing around is going to be great. And he is going back for the Midas, so that could help for the ramp up into that Ags.
Well, they might get him. And small KK, look at this. They scanned, so they knew exactly that the Tinker was taking the stack, but Dong's going to be nearby to turn it back around. So even though they get the kill on the Han, it looks like still multiple members will go down for this aggressive attempt.
That's big right now, is that you are still not in position to play aggressive. Although the track's up and Lonfer's not that healthy here.
Ooh. Go down. Is the missile going to be enough? Lonfer. And with maxed out shift, small KK should be able to get the kill on the Bounty Hunter once the Astral pops, and it looks like Lonfer and Ranfu are just narrowly going to be able to survive as well. Not enough damage just yet on Han's Tinker. They're coming though. Look at Dong with the wraparound. You said that Ember hits hard, and we're going to see that be the case. Just slides down the Abaddon inside the tree line.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Smoke out from Nova though.
Sheep should be able to set up for Aaron. Got the mechanism to repair some of the damage. Aaron's going to be okay, especially with Ranfu nearby him. And there's a DD on Lonfer. You need to respect the Morphling. With the Ravage coming out as well, it means that Lonfer can freely get the damage out. 2 members gone like that. Han just will be able to TP away, but they can take Roche with ease. You've got the Arcane Orb.
This is not an easy game to lock someone in unless you have that burst on hand. And they just haven't gotten enough from Trax.
Well, maybe these past couple of kills that they're getting now in supports could help out a little bit with the net worth. Lonfer's nearby. Then they get the Fire Spirit, so should be able to address the Supernova. And you've got small KK starting to move on over as well. Lonfer, gotta be cautious though. They didn't get the Aegis over to the Morphling. Small KK, is he gonna Astral him? They'll do so at the last second, but now turn to try and go for the hammer, but small KK is in trouble. They're going to try and buy back and look to bring some of the boys to protect him, but it feels like Nova finally, something goes their way. Marana and the Bounty, I suppose even Tinker as well, is pretty goddamn slippery, so we're going to get a trade out of tier 2s on the map. Is this... Oh, they're actually going to try and come back and defend top. I guess Radiant do push relatively slow kill. Oh, all right. Just a Ravage for the kill onto Sheep.
It's a big commitment for the Phoenix. They're still ready for the counterpart here.
Small KK. He's got the Abaddon starting to TP, and he can look to use the Astral as well, but... okay.
Yeah, nah.
Look at Killer. So far forward, doesn't give a damn about his positioning. Knows that Ranfu's always going to be nearby to protect him. Can they get the perfect chain control after the Yaws? Dong, okay for the moment. Couple of BKBs expended. Supernova in the middle as well. They should be able to turn to address the egg, but the Morphling...
Oh my god.
Where'd he go? He might have ate an arrow and now Poke. Can they turn it around off the back of Small KK? He's going to try and land a Meteor Hammer, but the timing is not perfect, and in the end, it's Nova. It just obliterates the 5-man on Poke. That is of. We'll see if this fight can turn in their favor, though, for Poke. Killer's got the Ravage at the ready, but needs to find the perfect opening. It's a pretty decent one to start, but there's no follow-up. Just no one's there to connect with him. And now it means that Poke, they're in an all-out retreat. They're going to be forced to try and cut their losses, feed some of the members to the Wolves. Let the grown-ups run away. Looks like the Abaddon, no, he won't be one of them.
Yeah, 2 kills. Ravage down again from the side of Poke. 2 track kills coming out there for Chen.
Oh, they see
So
the Morphling.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's gone. He's going to try and team. Are they going to stun? Stun? They do. Dong's got one. Chains was up. And down goes Lonfer. This is... Tinker's... I don't even want to say it's a Tinker show. He's
Going with that stuff. It's not going to be a fun time here.
Come and Poke. They're going to get caught outside the base. Pretty quick fingers with the blink. Ravager early on once again. The chain control. Oh, Killer.
Oh, man.
Another Ravager.
Why?
They get nothing out of it, and now it's just a free fight. It is a complete free fight for Nova. They've got nothing to be worried about. Morphling doesn't want anything to do with it as well. And yeah, G's are going to be dropped.
Yeah.
Just a messy second game as Nova. An interesting draft from them. They pull something out of the hat and it's going to work out.
It's a disgusting draft, Aries. No need to dress it up here. Ready. And he does go for the Axes build, which again, we talked about with the Ember. Ember can actually sort of deal with the Boars. So you are forced to go Axes, but then once you get the Flame Guard up, the Axes also start to feel less than impactful. So I'm curious to see how they work this lane as well.
Might be first blood. In fact, whoa, Sheep gets a great read. Thought it was actually going to be Poke that were able to find first blood, but just the turnaround potential was there for the boys on Nova to secure it. So Ranfu is going to give up first blood. And even bottom lane, we see Killer go down as well. Chola dropping the Tombstone in combination with Dong with that second point in the Slight. We're able to get a kill onto the...
Maybe just a value point. Like, this is the high aggression build, and it's so good to see coming out from Nova quite well. Like, 4-0 start. You're finding everything you want.
Get blown up, though. The Tombstone dropped down. They need to turn to address this instead of trying to kill Dong. He's very low on the resources. Looks like I think he kind of just wanted to reset now. Top lane, Lonfer and Sheep battling it out again. They're going to lose the Drow, and hang on, Sheep might not even die. Tiny's going to be pretty cute with the Jukes. He's got the boots advantage, so Ranfu, he won't be able to catch up the Sheep. Tosses at the ready. Cookie as well coming up shortly. Ranfu, can he get the combo? Oh, beautiful snowball. Quick on the fingers is Ranfu. Tries to get some distance away, but with the 3 points in the scatter blast, Chen will blow him up.
You don't mind that too much for Chen, sure. The kill comes out. Have, like, the creep army to threaten with.
Why is he avoiding the Overlord? What's going on?
I don't know. Like, you don't really have the eat creep kind of way of dealing with
Top lane.
these massive here.
There's the kisses coming out. Looks like Drow still will go down nonetheless, and Tiny, just dies to the tower, but it's not going to matter. Chola makes his first rotation to help get involved as well, and now this tower is going to take a lot of damage. This is a big concern with these lanes.
For at least the Ogre Axe. But I think at this point, he actually will wait for the full Echo, which, again, it's just a slower timing.
Now, the whole team's weight is on his back right now. He needs to make some plays to get the back into this game. We're going to see the attempt with the Wukong's command. So Sheep will go down. They still feel strong to take the fight on Nova because look at the wraparound. Chen and Chola look to get involved. Now Killer's going to tip into his own death. Killer feeling like he's strong enough to influence the team fight, but That's not to be. Now Dong's going to wrap into the river as well, so Poke just bleeding member after member.
Yeah, they don't find a big kill. I mean, that's just a tiny. And he does melt without the grow up, but he's working his way onto the 6. They'll still come in for the defense here, but no Wukongs. This does not look like an easy fight. Good cookie.
Should be able to result in a kill onto Aaron. Now Small KK, they've got the kisses back up. But it's an even better gust from Lonfer, but they might just turn to the Drow Ranger. She's got to be cautious. Scatterblast is there to slow her down, and Poke continuing to bleed kills. It just does not matter. They're going in one by one. This is the dream.
His wand at full charge, I believe, before the mech came on. So just kind of double stacking the healing, but yeah, he stays alive. He's playing on the edge. Very brave little morphling there. But they'll find a bot tower. They might find a kill.
They might find multiple kills. Chola. They've got kisses back up. They can definitely turn this around. They're going to be cautious about the boundless strike to cancel, but it's still on cooldown. The snowball will do the job, but it doesn't matter. Again, Poke, they are hemorrhaging these kills. It just doesn't matter. It's into the meat grinder. John, that's all it is. Every single team fight, one by one, they go. We're going to continue to defend this bottom tower. Great wraparound from Dong. Going to run into Aaron. And now we should be able to follow up the remnant into the cookie. That's perfect.
How?
That is a perfect way for them to start the fight. Dong holds 2 into place. Easy kills once again. And there's going to be no escape from anyone. Nova. There is just... They're looking so clean in this third game.
BKB, he tried to set up for big Wukong plays. Not this.
Not this. This might not be the Wukong's play. Renfu's nearby to try and offer some assistance. KK's got to be cautious though. They're going to turn it to the Tusk with the Replicate. Can help Han close the distance. Need a little bit more damage and they'll find it. Down goes the top of the net worth here in the Monkey. Drow Ranger is killed off as well. So once again, Lonfer, 5 deaths here for the carry. Drow is not a game that Lonfer wants. Now they feel like there's a bit of a window for them to try and smoke and get aggressive, but cheap. Good position here for the Tiny. Pops a smoke. They're going to turn for Chen instead. He's pretty taken over the Snapfire, can activate the Greaves, the Wand as well, is able to get the Cookie to reposition. Continue to hunt behind the tower, and Chen will go down, and our Sheep is in trouble as well as Poke. As soon as they see an inch of an opportunity, they're going to pounce on it, finding multiple kills across the map. It will come with the life of Ramfu. We want more though. Raw still available for Killer. Dong is back alive though, so they've got to be cautious. Even Han looking to clean up as well. Finally, Small KK is going to find an opening here for the Wukong's command. It should enable the kill onto Chola. It gives him decent control of the area, but I mean, Dong, he can just remnant right over the top, but he doesn't have any more remnant to play with on Dong. So he's eventually going to go down. But do you have the capability to kill off Han even once or even a second time? Because Sheep, off the back of the respawn, looking to try and help out. Han will go down in the end. I don't know if they're going to get Small KK. Can they get the pounce away? Not the case. No. Due to attempt with the mischief, but it's not going to matter. An ultra kill for Han. And in the end, very, very messy engagement, but it does look like...
They find a pick-off. Spoke have to be careful about bleeding out kills that they don't need to bleed out here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like they're going to try and gear up for a defense of the T2 tower, though. The Tombstone drop from Nova. Sheep, he's actually looking for the angle for the toss back. They'll find onto the Rubik. It should be a 1-for-1 exchange, but still the tower will go down. So Nova, they're going to be able to... They're pretty happy with that. I think it's a die back on the Tiny.
And you'll just be really durable. It's one thing from Rubik. He's not doing it.
They know he's there. Oh, jump in. Hang on, Lonfer.
Oh, big toss.
Oh, Lonfer's in a horrible position. Tries to get some distance away with the 4-star. Maybe the Wukong's command. Small KK's turning to try and deal with a Tombstone, but the rest of the other members, they're just forced to go all the way back inside the base as Nova unrelentless on the prowl. 3 members going down. Now they can go over to the Tusk as well, blocking off the escape avenue. And that should be multiple sets claimed now after that successful team fight. Follow up. He's not even going to mess around. No hesitation from Dong. It's like, all right, let's just pop BKB straight away. Make sure there's no opportunity for them to get that initial stun. And now the Nest and Nova, they're starting to file into the area. Tombstone's going to be dropped in the high ground, a great position. All of a sudden, they got pretty firm control. Han's going to be in the middle of the Wukong command, but he can always waveform away. Now he's on top of the Drow Ranger. Raw's going to get some distance away. Lonfer tries to stand her ground, but they're just way too far behind. They don't have the damage. They don't have the items. It'll be a TP out from Small KK. Just makes it. Killer as well will survive.
But I do enjoy Shard. I mean, it's hilarious. At the same time, Flesh Golem uptime is drastically improved with that, so you don't mind it too much.
Jump in, Brentford. It's a pretty good backstab for the Monkey King. The Avalanche going to stop the early use of the Wukong's command, and inside the base, though, Nova, they're onto Lonfer. Still outside, though, they're going to be cautious, though, because they are going to lose out Shen. Multiple heroes surrounding him for the moment, so Small KK, he can also turn to deal with the Tiny as well, as finally, the Monkey King starting to flex his muscles, but it might be a little bit too later on inside this game. He'll try and play around with the ultimate, but they just have a far superior item advantage and the net worth advantage, where the ulti is doing a minimal amount. Or is it? What's going on here? The dying left, right, and center. Lonfer, he can stand strong. Is this the turnaround we've been waiting for? What? What just happened?
That was a little bit throwy in that fight. Like, they bought back in, they started committing. So we'll see. They got a good scan here.
But no Wukongs. Like, that's the big thing. No Wukongs for the fight on Dire. So they're not going to be able to really take this. So we see Dong straight on top of Killer. He's getting some distance away with the Butcher bearing, but it's not going to matter. Multiple remnants for Dong to play with. So that's a dieback on the Beastmaster. Tusk is also killed off from Han, who was able to wrap around and catch up to the support. So now we saw what happened. Just a call inside the base. You always have to be cautious on if you ever leave. What's the play?
Yeah. This is big on Small KK, though. The Butterfly. They are mainly physical right now on Nova outside of Kisses.
Oh, gobble up. Aaron's going to be in some trouble. He's also gone without a buyback. This might be the opening spot. KK, it's a pretty big boundless strike onto 3. They'll get an easy kill onto the Undying, but they can kite the Wukong, so Small KK needs to run away and protect his Drow, but she's already dead. And now they're just kiting him into oblivion.
Oh, no.
One last fight is all Nova needed. They made it. They made him work for it in the end. It was a little bit messy, but regardless, Nova, they're going to be able to take the series in 2-1 fashion. And they will now go up 2-2 in the scoreboard, and Poke, they're going to drop down to 2-2 as well.
Yeah, they keep it spicy here on the side of Nova. I mean...